Hello, everybody. This is Mad Mike, and today I want to talk about the E74 error. Have you had the E74 error? I know I have. Well, today we're going to talk about it. So, it starts off, I buy an Xbox from somebody. I knew it was red ringed already, and it had the E74, but I had one before that, and I still have it. And I'm wondering, wait a minute. This one E74, and then the other one E74. And before it died, the screen looked kind of glitchy, like it was all messing up. Freeze once in a while. And then I researched it up on here on YouTube. And I found quite a bit of interesting stuff about it. Some of the techniques they use aren't the ones you want to use. I've seen a lot of weird stuff happen, like the towel trick. No, I wouldn't use it. In my opinion, the towel trick is just gotta melt the solder off your motherboard because it's trapping the heat inside. It can't escape nowhere. So it's gonna melt something, obviously. It could melt your motherboard too. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. We're gonna talk about, say, the motherboard parts. You have a two chip. When you open it up and take your heat sinks off, the the longer skinny one, it's like probably this thick, is your GPU. Okay? And that is what your graphics card, that's your graphics card basically. And your tall square one is your CPU. And that's like a computer CPU. Anyways, as I was saying, those two things are what make that's the heart. That's like your heart when it beats. That's what makes them run. And when Microsoft designed and made the first Xboxes, the first three, the first gen, the second gen, and the third gen, and then you have the fourth gen, which is the 360 Slim. Alright, so the first three generations, the E74, you have a bunch of error messages that pop up. Personally, I've had two or three different messages from an Elite. I have a black Elite, alright? I had it brought back to the place I bought it from because I got an extended 5-year warranty when I bought it from Best Buy. So I brought it back, and it had the open tray error. I don't remember what error message it was, but every time I put a game in to play some Modern Warfare 2 up on there, it wouldn't work. It would say open tray when I just put the disc in. And I'm like, wait a minute. This thing is brand new, and it's saying open tray still. And I just put the game in there. Nah. I didn't pay 400 for a Xbox just to have it messing up. Alright. So, I brought it back and I sold that one. I had the Elite. And then I bought another Elite that's white that had the E74 error. Well, did research on the E74 and it says it's a bad audio video cable. When I just bought a new video cable, sorry Microsoft, I'm not going and spending another 60 bucks on a audio video cable. I'm sorry. So I plugged the new audio video cable into my Xbox and it says E74. I'm like, wait a minute. It said it needed an audio video cable even when I called Microsoft, and it wasn't that. And I did more research, and it could be your ANA or AKA HANA chip in your Xbox. So, researching all this stuff, I look around and I figure it out. And then I start writing codes down on papers, and pretty soon I end up getting a list of most of them. And a lot of the times, a lot of people that I help fix their Xbox, they had the E74 or the Three Rings of Death of the two. They're all caused by an overheating GPU. That again, if you rewind all the way back to the beginning when I talked about the cheap heatsink compound they use, I use Arctic Silver or Arctic Gold. And yes, they are made with real silver and gold. Hence why they're so expensive. Anyways, well, Arctic Silver, let me correct myself. Arctic Silver is not that expensive. You go to Radio Shack or Fry or whatever you have around you for a hardware, like electronics store, I should say. You can get it there for around $10, depending, or you can buy it from RadioShack.com. I think they sell a big thing of it for like $20. It says it'll do like 30 game systems or computer CPUs, whatever. But I don't need that much. I'm sorry. Anyways, we were talking about that. And your Arctic Silver is your best bet, okay? Arctic Gold is a little more expensive. You can buy it at a computer store that sells computer parts and accessories and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when we're going to talk about it now, we'll move on to the next thing. And moving on, I bought my second Xbox 360 Elite used from somebody I know. And I knew it was E74. I'm like, I want to experiment for once. I want to fix one. And actually, I might be able to pull it up. I'll get my cell phone. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well. Recorded on my cell phone, I did my E74 fix. And I recorded bits and pieces because I was like, kind of worried looking at the thing. When it was E74, I'm like, wait a minute, son. Oh, and in my thing is my boss of a fixed Xbox 360 White Elite. Yes, I said White Elite. And I have a correction for people. I know that they sold the Modern Warfare 2 360, okay? But you can probably find them. I don't know if they're still findable now, but Best Buy was having a promotion like last January, February, in that range somewhere, where they were selling Modern Warfare 2 setups, okay? And I looked at them, okay? And it was a black Elite. No, it was a white Elite. I'm sorry. There's only two white Elites I know of right now. One came with Final Fantasy, the other one was with Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if you know any other ones, but let me know. Put it in the thing down there. I'd appreciate that. Anyways, I was moving on. The White Elite. I'm like, wow, this is a White Elite. The way you can tell is there's numbers in there. I don't remember what they were, but I looked them up online and I'm like, I think it was ELTE or something. I'm not positive. But it's in a barcode. And I looked them up. And he's like, oh, this is a Pro, man. I'm like, all right, I thought it was a Pro when I bought it. Come to find out, it was actually a White Elite. Came with a 250 gigabyte hard drive. I don't have the hard drive. It didn't work. Anyways, as I was saying, it didn't work, alright? So, we're talking about it being a White Elite. And Best Buy. Now, Best Buy's was a White Elite. And I see them online, and it says Modern Warfare 2 all over this thing. And they're black. Maybe it was what they did to replace them when they ran out of those systems. Because I know they only made a limited amount of those certain MW2 systems. Okay, so as we were talking, And I wanted a Modern Warfare 2 Elite so bad, and they don't make them anymore. I was gonna buy one on eBay. No, thank you. I'm not paying $700 for Xbox. No, spank you. And as I look through my videos right now, and I find it, and I will put it up here so you guys can all see what I'm talking about.
Alright, this is live. See? This is TV video. Live. See? Now we're gonna go down here. We're gonna push this button.
That is when I fixed it, I think.
X360.
Let me correct myself. Okay, I'm gonna stop right this second. Alright, YouTube. I'm signing off. This is Mad Mike, and I'm out. Leave them comments, questions, whatever you got for me, and I'll be happy to answer you. Subs, whatever, let me know.